Hello again, guys. I just figured I would do a real quick video. We just had a batch come out of quarantine. Things were looking pretty good, I guess. We had a lot of initial losses, some DOAs, but outside of that, the actual quarantine process went pretty good for this batch. Just wanted to show you around, I guess, the retail room for a little bit and just show you what might be coming out here within the next 2 weeks or so. So if you want to see what's coming out or see what's going to be available soon, stick with me and let's go take a look. Alright, you guys, we're just going to do this as a one take. I don't have an absolute ton of time today, but I would certainly wanted to get everything out and show you guys what's happening. The 125 is still doing well, going through its ugly phase. Sorry I didn't clean the glass, but the scraper is being used to hold up the 2.5 gallon tank that my other golden butterfly is in. We're trying to pair these guys up. So far, my bigger one just doesn't seem to really want to accept the smaller one yet, so we'll let them just chill in there for a week. This is actually much more calm than it was yesterday, so we'll hopefully get these guys to calm down a bit to the point where maybe we're able to release them and maybe they can swim together. If not, I understood the risk when I got the second one. If they're both males, then it's just never going to happen, which is fine. The second one will just have to find another home in either my tank at home or either out there in the wild with you guys and figure out exactly where that guy will go. But for the time being, we're going to let these guys try to settle in. We're going to give that guy about a week in that acclimation box. I know that's a long time, but that's how we're going to roll. One little sick clownfish over there got pretty beat up. Tail got real beat up, but he's doing a lot better as I was real beat up as well. As you can see, the other saddleback decided that she was going to be the female, and I think this one also wanted to be the female, so they kind of went at it, and unfortunately that was the result. So I would say he probably lost. Into the quarantine, or I'm sorry, into the clean room. That system is empty. We're waiting for that one. That's the last system we need to bleach. Trying to decide if I even want to, honestly. This system's been really, really good to us. Never had any problems with it, and I actually like to let the copper bands settle into this tank because it's so established and clean. So even though the rocks might not look like it, that is a very, very established and very, very clean system. So we really like to keep that one up and running as long as we can. So this one may not get bleached. This may still just stick around and end up collecting those little bit more sensitive fish. Down here we got just a handful of fish. Yellow wrasse, a harlequin basslet, mimics, or I'm sorry, that's a little dwarf angel. And then, of course, the Red Sea. Wrasse back there, if you can see them, probably not very well. Up above, we just have the single wrasse. He's just chilling. That's just waiting for Dexter. Dexter, that guy is definitely ready to get on home here shortly. I think he's had about enough here. And we got some more up here. Fox face as always, tucked in the corner. Mystery wrasse and Eboli, I believe he is. Angel, so another dwarf. Down here we got another Red Sea, the Dot Dash, and a Sculpus. So pretty small little tank or amount of fish for these size tanks, but these were essentially our remainders of the last shipment's fish. We have one more guy that's recovering in there. He wasn't doing so hot in the tank that he was in, so he's just relaxing in there. I know you can't really see him, can't really find him, but he is tucked into those rocks, so he's just going to chill there. We're not going to bug him. And we have some More over here, that's the saddle that beat up the other one. Clearly a victorious dance here. Valentini, fox faces, and Aptasia eaten filefish. Over next to them is lawnmower blennies that you just saw. Some the spot-tailed grungeons, which I actually now have 3 of those. This guy's a small one comparable to the other 2. And then the orange firefish. And lastly, we got the copper band. Trying to decide exactly what I want to do with that copper band, if I'm going to take him home or if he's going to go on the market. And we got a solar ass and a Kleinies, and that guy is sold. The Kleins is going to Mr. Isaac. Down below we got a pretty large mimic. He's also going to Isaac, so that guy is sold as well. So not much to see in here besides a couple, well, the peppermint hogfish, he is available. Over here I have a couple cardinals, but those are both males. We are starting to see some nip fins, so they are going to be separated. One is indeed already sold. The other one is heading out to Joel. So that is that. Sorry these tanks haven't been cleaned. I simply haven't scraped the glass, so I apologize that this isn't very super crystal clear. I apologize. Of course, there's our blue spot puffer and the tang down there. He's also going to be going to Joel. Lastly, here's all the new graduates. Got powder blues. Got sapphire damsels. A chewed up Tomini there. He'll be alright. He just came out from being with an aggressive team or tank man as well. Powder blue. And then over here we got some more solar wrasse. We got marble grass. We have Red Sea raccoons, or the diagonal butterflies. We got more fox faces and convicts and Springer damsels and a gold rim. There he is. These guys just came out of graduation today, so they might look just a hair rough. Some of those fins might be a little tattered, things like that. Now that they're in the nice clean water and out of all the medications, they all will brighten up, look happier, and hopefully do much better. Above them, more solars, and we got darkfish this time, and spot-tailed grudgeons. Those are the same ones, but much bigger. They're very, very cool. There's the one carpenter wrasse that I did get. I haven't checked out exactly what he is. And then this guy has been my absolute project, and I think I'm losing the battle slowly with this guy, unfortunately. I think he's about ready to head on into my tank to see if we can get him eating something there. The only thing I've been able to get him to even pick at is a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of mastic. So not great, not enough to sustain this guy, that's for sure. So he needs to go into a tank where he is going to be able to pick at corals and pick at algae and pick at anything that he wants to pick at. That's the 8-banded butterfly. Very cool. Haven't seen any of these guys around ever, actually. So he's definitely my project fish this go around. I would say I'm doing just okay. Unfortunately, that's about it. And lastly, this tank, we got a bunch of the cute little 2-spots. I think I got 3 of those, so 2 of them have paired up. We got exquisite wrasse, PJ cardinals, hippo tangs, another convict down there, and I believe that to be I want to say that's a blackback, but I could be wrong. I gotta go back and check. He's pretty little yet, so I keep going back and forth if he's a sailfin or a black, or not a sailfin. If he's going, if he's a blackback or if he's something else. So I really got to look into him, see exactly what he is. But doing really, really well. And then we have 2 of these little pygmy wrasse as well, which I know a lot of you folks were looking for. I finally was able to source 2 of them. Super cute little guys. Fun fish. Honestly, I'm surprised at how well they did, but didn't lose either one of them, so we have 2 of those guys hanging out in here. So that's the video. I'm gonna leave it there. I know it's short and sweet, and I know some of our tanks don't look absolutely perfect, but hey, you know what? This is the joys of being a quarantine vendor and being a one-guy show. Unfortunately, I run out of time some days, and I have a family and all that good stuff too, so it's a pretty tough balance.